Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having a great day today. Today's video, I'm going to show you all of my newborn essentials. For those of you who are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Rachel. I just Xavier's 3 months old now, but we had our first son and he is just not only a miracle baby, but like the love of our lives. We are so obsessed with him, it's crazy. So I wanted to wait until the 3-month mark to do this video because I really wanted to see what I really use every single day and that I can't live without. I watched a lot of these videos when I was pregnant because I didn't want to buy a whole bunch of crap that I was never going to use. So, and obviously everyone's different. Things are going to work differently for different mothers, different babies. But I really tried to narrow down the things that I wanted. And honestly, I think I did a pretty good job. There's really not a lot that I would have changed or was like a total waste of money. I do have everything scattered around me, like literally plucked items from every room of the house instead of you like taking you on a tour. The only thing that I could not fit in here is the stroller and then also the swing that he's in because he's currently taking a nap. So those two I'll go over first. We'll do the swing first. So the swing actually came from my sister. I did not register for a play yard, a swing, a mamaroo, a lot of play activity sets because our nephew is 2 and then my sister has a 4-year-old and an 8-month-old. So I'm getting a lot of hand-me-downs from them, which is like the greatest gift ever. So I did inherit the mamaroo from my sister-in-law, which Xavier liked. He would sit in it for an hour, maybe 2, which is a long time, don't get me wrong. But sometimes he was just not having it. So he did like it a lot more than like my sister's oldest did. Like she wanted nothing to do with it really. But my sister gave me her swing because Evelyn is now grown out of it. And like he's napping in it now. He'll literally nap for 4 hours. So I don't know if I can find the exact one. I know that they're all pretty much the same. So I will, in all the things that I talk about, I will link down below in the description box as long as I can find everything, which I should because it's all relatively new. But this swing is incredible. And it's just funny because like my oldest niece loved the swing and her little one doesn't really care for it at all. So that's why I didn't want to spend a ton of money and put all of these things on my registry or buy them myself before I really knew, you know, kind of trial and error, like what he liked and what he didn't. So that swing I love. He loves it. It vibrates on the bottom. It's a really cool little thing. So he loves that. The stroller that I have is the Baby, let's see if I can remember. It's a really long name. It's the Baby Jogger City Select Mini, I want to say. We love it. It's so easy to collapse it. There's like on the seat part, there's one handle. You literally lift it with one hand and it collapses shut. It's super lightweight. I can easily close it up and put it in the back of my vehicle. It's awesome. I did buy an attachment for his car seat to go on because it's a different one than like one of the normal ones that fits or like with their normal adapter. I don't know. I had to buy something extra. I think it was like $50, but totally worth it because when I do take him for a walk or we go somewhere, he stays right in his car seat and we literally plop it right on top of the stroller and it faces us. So it's wonderful. So his car seat, and I'm going to try to do this in like some sort of fashion that kind of makes sense. I'll do his car seat first. Obviously, it's an essential. You have to have it. I just really like the one that I picked out. I know that there's so many of them, but I really, again, kind of listened to what other people were saying, read reviews, and this was one of the top rated car seats, really for the last couple of years from things that I've read and watched. So we went with, it's kind of awkward, the Chicco KeyFit 30. I love it because it's super neutral. They actually had quite a few different colors. I mean, it's just a normal car seat. It doesn't do anything fancy, but we really, really like it. It has a newborn insert in there, so when he gets a little bit bigger, we'll pull that out. But it's super soft. I like the neutral color. We both have like neutral color vehicles, so it just blends in really well. It's not obnoxious. You know, if we were to have, I don't really know how car seats work. I don't know if like another child could use this or not, but it's like gender neutral, so it's not like screaming hot pink. Not that I would care, I love pink, but it just works. I love it. It's got an easy, like it carries pretty easy. It's not super heavy. I'm not really well versed in car seats, but I'm super, super happy with this one. So along with car seats, the car seat cover I'll do next. This is from Capra Pearl, which I love all of their stuff. Like, it is seriously like the softest material. It's super stretchy. This is the 5-in-1 cover. It has a smaller hole on top, and basically you slide this over your car seat. You can use it as a nursing cover. I use it just as a blanket sometimes. You can use it over chairs in a restaurant or a shopping cart, which obviously he's got a ways to go for that yet, but it's super versatile. They have a ton of different patterns. I would have bought 6 of them, but really I know that I don't need that many, but like it's really hard to choose the pattern that you like because there's so many really nice ones. So this I really, really love, but I love it. I really like it. Like we went apple picking a few weeks ago, and the sun was just like blaring in the direction that we were walking, and the hood only goes so far. This blocked all of the sun out of his eyes. This way, like even when you're at the store, like if you're running around at Target or the grocery store, no one's like wanting to touch him, and I will slap someone. Like I absolutely hate when like someone who I know has dirty, gross hands tries to go touch my child. Like just don't do it. So this is a really nice defense mechanism as well. So if you're a weird germaphobe like me and your baby, this will work really well. And you can get them everywhere. You can get them on Capra Pearl's website. They have them at Buy My Baby. And then they have a ton on Amazon as well. So that I love because I get everything from Amazon. As far as like clothing type materials, a SleepSack. So I never really tried to swaddle. I never really tried to learn to swaddle. And I don't really know why, but this SleepSack is a heaven sent. It has, and this one's kind of an aggressive one. Like Eric and I always joke, like the Velcro's really aggressive, but it opens up like this. There's literally directions on the inside of it, so you can't screw it up. And it actually zippers from the top down. You just stick them in, stick his little arms through, and you just take this, tuck it under one side, wrap it over the other. And we always call him our burrito baby. It's like the cutest thing, and he's just like in there, and he's so content. Like he knows when he gets swaddled and we're in our room with the lights off, like it's time to like wind down and go to bed. He actually really likes to be swaddled, and he actually sleeps really well that way. If for whatever reason I don't swaddle him back up, like after a really early morning feed and then put him back down, he startles himself like crazy. So this definitely helps him get a really good night's sleep. Also, as far as like clothing goes, this was one thing that was very common on a lot of other women's channels as far as like onesies go. And I think it might be easier for boys than girls because girls have like a ton of really cute, frilly like dresses and skirts, and boys don't really have all that. But everyone said like, don't fuss with the crazy outfits. Like everyone likes to buy them. They're super cute. This is what they're going to live in. Like let them be in sleepers or play suits, whatever they call them. This is like, why would, and especially, do you know how many times I change him in a day? I'm not kidding. I can change him 12 to 15 times some days. Like it's insane. So like, why would you want to do all these extra steps? You put 2 feet in, you zip it up. It's super easy. So Carter's are my favorite. I know that there's so many other brands out there I've looked at. Some of them get like stupid expensive. And like, seriously, I can pretty much justify any purchase, but some of them, like for one onesie, they're $30. For what? He's gonna wear it 3 times and grow out of it. Like, I think it's not like it's a special occasion or something, you know, like your first family photos. It's just a sleeper. Like, just get something that zips. I actually don't mind like all the snaps. I've gotten really good at doing those in the dark. Some people are like zipper all the way. They do make them that are magnetic as well. That is weird to me. Also, I've heard great reviews on them. They're much more expensive. These work just fine. Like literally, this is all he wore for the first, 2 months of his life. Like I kept him in these. They were great. And even now, like some days, like if it's just a dark, gloomy day, we'll be in sleepers all day. Mommy's in her pajamas, probably not showered, drinking cold coffee, and we're in sleepers. So this, don't buy all the fun stuff. Like, wait till they're a little bit older. I don't know. It just seems not wasteful, but like there's so many cute outfits that he's gotten that he can wear once, because they're just a pain in the ass to, number one, change him in, because like you have to take the whole thing off. It's just too much work. So stick with the sleepers. That was kind of a rant. Burp cloths. I did order Capra Pearl burp cloths, which I do like. I actually have, them right here. So I do have these Capra Pearl burp cloths. They are very thick. They're a great soft material. We use a lot of burp cloths in this house. He does spit up quite often. He doesn't get fed too much. It could be the 1st ounce, the 6th ounce. It all depends on if he's burping or not. So these I do really like. However, when you sit them on him, like they're not like a normal shape. And I never even really thought of this, but these ones by Green Sprouts, I want to say that they're organic cotton. They're just one size. Like the neckline fits, like it makes sense, and it wraps around him super easy. They also make ones that curve the same up at the top, but at the bottom go all the way down, and then they're snapped. So it's like a bib and a burp cloth in one. These are definitely my favorite, and they also absorb a little bit better than the Capra Pearl. Again, I love those as well, but these, I guess if I had to order them again, these would be the ones that I would go to. And they just have plain white ones. They have blues, they have pinks, greens, purples, they have all sorts of different colors. So these I really, really like. And then, again, Capra Pearl, I just love what they do. I did buy, oh my God, probably 16 bandana bibs. They are the bandana ones, so I don't know if you can tell or not, but they fold down a little bit, so they sit super cute. I love how like I'm trying them on. They sit really nice in his neck because he does spit up often. His clothes were just getting saturated. So, and then I'd wind up changing them 100 times a day along with his diapers. So these I really like because it catches that, and it's so much easier to change this than his whole outfit. Not that I care, but it's easier. And I know that he's going to start teething and just be a drooly mess anyways. So I went ahead and bought a bunch of those. So the DockATot. I was really not sure about this. Now, we don't have a play yard because our house is essentially on one floor. My art studio's on the 2nd floor, and then my closet's on the 2nd floor. That's it. So I knew that he would be in the living room with me majority of the time. So I didn't need a play yard to like change diapers at, because his nursery is also on the 1st floor. So I don't know. I'm trying to think of why I was rationalizing this or not, but the DockATot is probably the favorite thing that I've purchased. I had a hard time justifying the price because, let's be serious, they're not cheap. I think this one was $185, and the covers alone are like another $95. I do not have another cover for this. I will say having another one will definitely come in handy. So if you're making your registry, definitely put one on there, because there are times again where he spits up or he pees through his diaper. And this was like, I had the Mamaroo, but like he doesn't love that all the time, and I didn't have the swing yet. So when he was napping during the day, I wouldn't put him in his bassinet in the bedroom. I would leave him in the living room with me. And this is where he slept all the time. Literally, I think I've had the swing for, 3 weeks. Not even, maybe 2 weeks. This is where he sleeps during the day when he's out in the living room with me. So I love it. I would definitely, I guess, invest in a separate cover, just because if you are in a pinch and you have to wash it, it's super inconvenient because the outside and then the bottom are two totally separate components. So this I do really, really recommend, especially if you're in like, I don't know, I think just with my house setup, it just makes a lot of sense. Maybe not for everyone, but for me, I will wind up getting the bigger one as well, the DockATot. This is the deluxe. The grand is a bigger one. This one, I think he can go until like 8 months in, and then the grand is from 8 months and on. So this I really like. And plus, if you're traveling somewhere, like what a great place for him to sleep. So this I love. I just have stuff everywhere. Okay. His changing table. I did go with the Hatch Baby. And I did this for 2 reasons. I knew, one, The furniture I was getting was not going to have a place for like a regular changing table, and I didn't want to spend $200 to get like the frame for the padded pad in there. So also being a boy, I know once cold air hits certain places, they pee on command. So I didn't want to have to worry about having 6 extra covers like the DockATot. So I wanted something that was super easily cleaned. This is, I don't know what material it is. It's like a silicone rubber, whatever. But it cleans super, super easy. I just spray it down, wipe it down. It's awesome. So this I love. It also has an app that goes along with it. You can log feedings, his diapers, sleep, but also his weight. It's a scale as well. So that I love. I think it's awesome for mothers who breastfeed, because this way you know if he's gaining weight or not. You won't have to worry, you know, about that. I just think it's a great part of it. And really the main reason why I wanted this is simply for the scale. So this I really like. And then the app is really cool because it reminds you to take a picture of him every day. I don't do it because I take pictures of him all day, like every day anyways, but it's just kind of a cool little part of that. So as far as changing goes, I didn't get a wipe warmer. I just got, it's an OXO container that pops open and has like a weight on top that keeps the wipes in. And I like this because it's super easy to use. Like when I'm in the middle of changing, you just pop it open and they're there. You're not like rustling with a package. So I just refill this about every couple days or so. Really like that. Something super simple, but just makes my life a little bit easier. Also for like the changing station, he has had 2 minor diaper rashes. The first time I used the Aquaphor Baby, which this I really like, it worked really, really well. Cleared it up in a day. And I did buy this, and again, this seems so silly. It's called Baby Bum. It's like you put the product on here and like slap it on his behind, but it just works. And then I wipe it off and I clean it with like a baby wipe, and then I have like sanitizing wipes as well. And like your fingers aren't getting in places they're not supposed to be. It's much more hygienic. So I actually almost got another one of these for the diaper bag, but he never gets diaper rashes. So one is fine for now. And then, oh, this was the other one. So the other time he had a diaper rash, this was not helping very well. So the other one I had is Burt's Bees Baby multi-purpose ointment. And this has a really cool consistency to it. There's no petroleum in it, which I really like the texture. It almost looks like honey, like it's kind of grainy, and it smells really good too. So this actually worked just as well and cleared up the diaper rash. I know that you can use this for other, you know, reasons as well, but that's the only time I've really had to use it. I don't like to put a whole bunch of stuff on him if I don't have to. So these actually, both of these are both sanitizing products. This one they're both by BabyBjörn. These are hand sanitizing wipes. I will probably wind up using these a lot more, but I keep these in my diaper bag, and I already did my diaper bag video, but these I really like. And even I was with my sister when we were apple picking, and Olivia my 4-year-old niece kept like touching things that she wasn't supposed to, and then we were gonna eat a donut. And so I was really glad I had these because they're just nice too. And I have a whole bunch of like little individual wrapped ones. They're just nice. Instead of like just using like a spray on your hands, like when you want to use like a material, these I really like. But then I also have a BabyBjörn. They're both alcohol free. This is a foaming hand sanitizer, and I keep this right on his changing table. So after we're done changing him, we use it real quick. You're not gonna wash your hands after every change. I promise you, you have the best of intentions. It won't happen. But so these two I really like. And then continuing on the whole hygiene part, this is a safety first. It's a nail clipper, and I really like, I don't know if you can see it, but there's a light on it once you open them, so you can see how close you're getting. Their fingernails are so thin and like so attached to their skin that I'm like petrified to do it. My sister is actually the one who recommended these, but she's the only one who's clipped my son's nails so far, and she's got 2 daughters, so she's like totally okay with it. She's been doing it a long time. I'm like petrified. So these I do really like, even though I personally haven't used them yet. And then this thing is seriously the most simple thing in the world. and I use it every single day. It's super gross, but this is what your life comes to when you become a parent. This is by Frida Baby, and it is a booger tool. It has, I don't know if you can see it, but it has like a little hook on top and then a hook on the bottom, which that has like something in between it too. And you literally, it has like the little ears so you don't go too far, but you just like swirl it and like pull it, like the booger out of their nose. You should see the things that I pull out of his nose. It like, Eric doesn't even think it's normal. Like he actually asked if I should call the doctor one time, but I can hear him and it would make me crazy if I had that up in my nose. So I'm not kidding. Like I use this so much. It's like an obsession. If I know that he has one in his nose, like I have to get it out. This is what my life has come to. Talking about the disgusting poops he takes to Eric, but then also the size of the boogers that I pull out of his nose. This is what I've become. But honestly, like I love this tool so much. I bought another one. They're like $13 and I put one in his diaper bag because I cannot stand knowing he has it in there. Like it has to bother him and I need to help him. So this is also probably one of my favorite things. As crazy as it is, it's so simple, but like that's what it is. And then as far as like the bath goes, I love, and I've used these pretty much from the beginning. He had like super dry skin in the beginning, and I used Aveeno, but it really wasn't as nourishing as I thought it would be. So I went ahead and got a little bougie, not super bougie, but I went for Noodle and Boo. And I am obsessed. Like I have all these other lotions and body washes and I don't even want to use them because I love these so much. I love the way that he smells. I love I love both of them. I mean, this first bottle's almost gone. The lotion, not as much because I don't use nearly as much of this, but I do really like these a lot. Also for the bath, super simple, but it's like a little, I'm sure a cup would work just fine, but it's just a little whale that has like an edge thing, so when you put it up to their head it fits, so that they don't get water all over their face. Super easy and kind of simple, but I really like that. For the bath, and I literally ripped this right out of the tub, so it's probably got like schmutz all over it, but this is by 4Moms, and it is a thermometer for the tub. You put it right over the spout. There's a little metal thing here that reads the temperature on the water, and it shows up on the screen. It straps right on the bottom, and it will go from green to red. When you're in the green, you're fine as far as temperature goes. Once it goes into red, it obviously turns red and it tells you it's too hot. It makes like this crazy beeping noise. So it's probably not necessary, but it makes me feel better. I love really hot water, so I obviously don't know what's acceptable for a 2-month-old. So this I do really like. Again, it just gives me peace of mind. And then for the tub, I don't even know who this is by, but this is the tub I have him in. It's on a recline. It's like rubber. There's holes in it, so everything drains really easy. Nothing can like grow on it and like sit and fester. The only thing I will say, I did, like when he was really little and he'd be in here, he was not stable enough to like stay in one spot. So he was like all over like side to side. So I put a towel down, like a regular towel for us to like dry off with, and it kept him in one place. And now probably at 10 weeks, I got rid of the towel and just put him in here and it's totally fine. But I really like it. Again, it's just something simple, but it works really well. Our sink is not made to have one in there in the kitchen. So I just put him in the tub in there. And at first I would like squat in the tub with him. And now I just lean over the side and it works really, really well. Okay, last little group of items are feeding bottle stuff. Of course, I think this is like a fan favorite, but the Dr. Brown's bottles, I don't know that I need to say much more than that. I didn't even have to think about bottles that I was getting. I knew that these were the ones, and I love them. I have a bunch of the 4 ounce, and then of course a bunch of the 8 ounce as well. No problems with them. They're kind of a pain to clean because there's so many compartments, but I just feel better about using them. As far as his bottles go, I do have the babybrezza, like I call it the babybrezza Keurig. We have not used it yet. I don't know why. I just haven't set it up. I haven't really looked at it. My sister said it wasn't making like the right amounts for her. So it kind of made me a little nervous, especially when he was like newborn. So maybe in the next week or so I'll get into that. But I do have the 2 other babybrezza products, and they do have water in them because I literally pulled them out of my kitchen. This is the bottle warmer. It has Bluetooth. You can like do everything right on your phone. It's absolutely crazy, but it has the on-off button, whether you use room temperature water or cold water, and then if you want to do a quick warm or a steady warm. Right now he is getting 6 ounces, and it takes about 6 minutes and 30 seconds to heat it up. You don't even have to question it. Like, it's the perfect, it's almost like body temperature. Like when I put the milk on my wrist, you can't even tell that it's there. It's just a good temperature. So this I do really like. And then I also have the babybrezza, and there's literally all the components in here because it just finished. The babybrezza, it is a sterilizer and dryer. I use this probably the most besides like the bottle warmer. I use this 2 to 3 times a day. It's pretty crazy, but I just feel better, and I do a thorough clean on my bottles. Like, I soak them in hot water. I wash them by hand with like the little like components and like little scrubbers, but I just feel better about them being sterilized. And it's probably not necessary, but it's available. It's there. I love it. And then the 3 last things as far as feeding goes. I do give him probiotic drops. These are the Mommy's Bliss. And we just started doing this recently because I cannot breastfeed due to having breast cancer. And we've read some things, and again, I'm not a doctor, this is not medical advice, but I've heard things that formula does not have even close to the amount of probiotics in it that breast milk does. So it's something my doctor said I should do. They didn't tell me to, but when I asked, they're like, yeah, you could. I'm like, why wouldn't you say something? But this has definitely helped with his gas as well. I will tell you, his poop went from mustard to like camouflage green. It was pretty gross. But I feel like his whole digestive tract has kind of simmered down a little bit. Not that he was like super gassy, but I just think he's more content after giving this to him. So I always give it for the first feed of the day. This way I know that it's done. And then when he does get a little fussy, which really isn't very often, but if he's like, is a little bit gassy, I do give him the Mommy's Bliss Gripe water. This I do really like. I've given it to him a couple times, actually 2 times yesterday, because he was just like unusually like fussy. And he was farting up a storm. So I knew like something was going on, like just the way he was moving. So this I do really like. And what I use to administer it to him, like just the regular syringe is what it comes with. And I hate the idea of like sticking this in his gums. Like I just feel like it's gonna hurt him. But this one, once you get all the medicine in here, this little pacifier, and I don't remember who made this. It was probably free to Baby, honestly, because they make so much stuff. But this, it says Pedia Ventures. Oh, Medipop, I don't know. But you stick the syringe in the bottom of it, there's a little tube, and it becomes like one unit, and they suck on the pacifier, and you slowly give him the medicine. It is so much easier, and just like, it gives me so much peace of mind to like do it that way. And I know that it's not bothering him, it's not going in too fast. Like, I really, really like this. Not that you like want to have to use this kind of stuff, but if it makes it easier on yourself mentally, go for it. So this I do really like too. I know that this was kind of a long video, but there's a lot of things that I really like. So I hope if you're making your registry or trying to find something for someone that this has helped you. I would really like, I would not go without any of these. I really tried to make this a short list, but these are really the things I use. Oh, I forgot about one thing. Oh my God, real quick, the BabyBjörn. This is like his little bouncer. He loves it. This is a pricier item, but I think my camera's gonna run out. Yeah, so this is a pricier item, but he does love it. And it's, I don't know, it's just super comfy. He's in it every single day with me, like just hanging out in the kitchen when I'm trying to do things. So couldn't forget about that. This is the Hatch Rest. It is a nighttime sound machine, night light. It has a setting, like I use it every single night. You tap the, I took the cord out of it because it's easier, but you tap the top and it turns it on. You can do just a normal light. You can do colored lights. There's different sounds that go along with it as like a sound machine. And then when he gets a little bit older, what you can do is you can program it to stay red until a certain time in the morning, like 7 a.m. And then once it hits 7 a.m., it'll turn green so that he'll know that he can now get out of bed. So I think that's a super cool thing that you'll wind up using for a long time. I can't believe I forgot about this. I have so much stuff around me that it just got lost in the pile, but I didn't want to leave this out because I do use this every single time I change him in the middle of the night. Well, apparently I'm talking too much because my camera cut me off. So I'm sorry that this is a longer video. I really tried to narrow down all of my favorite things, which really is hard to do because honestly, like, I did a good job of picking things out of what like I wanted and what I thought would be really helpful. So I didn't want to miss anything because they're all super important and I use them every single day. So I hope if you are looking for items for your registry, trying to figure out what's out there, if you're buying a gift for someone else, you know, that's expecting, I hope that this video helped you. I hope that you liked it. I certainly enjoyed going over all of these things. It gets me excited talking about things that I do love so much. And it just make my life a little bit easier, especially when it's changing so much with a newborn. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you have not done so already, please subscribe to my channel. I will have a lot more videos coming out. Going back to work soon, so I'm going to try to get one out a week at least. We'll see how that goes, but we have a lot to go over with baby, with my cancer journey. I'm going to start painting videos for you guys as well. So just come along and join my family, this crazy ride called life. So I hope you guys enjoyed your day. Bye.